Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. The NFL landscape is buzzing right now, and the Washington Commanders are at the center of some serious speculation that could reshape the division and set the team up for a deep postseason run. The big news on the table. It looks like the Commanders are in serious talks to acquire Jaylon Johnson, the elite cornerback from the Chicago Bears, in a blockbuster trade that might include a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. This isn't just some rumor floating around. Sources close to the league suggest that this deal is very much in the works, with the Bears prioritizing their cap space and draft picks to bolster their offense, especially in the wide receiver department. Now, for those of you who follow the league closely, you already know that Johnson is a game changer. He's a cornerback who's built like Velcro, sticking to receivers like glue. His coverage skills are top-notch, making him a nightmare for quarterbacks trying to fit passes into tight windows. In 2025, Johnson's season was hampered by a hip injury, which kept him out for about 10 weeks. But when he was on the field, he proved his worth. 3 games played with 4 solo tackles, 1 assist, 5 passes defended, 0 sacks, and no interceptions. His PFF grade was an impressive 88.4, and he allowed a catch percentage of just 50%. His expected points added EPA per target was a solid -0.25, and he was able to deflect 3 passes without allowing any touchdowns. That's the kind of lockdown CB the Commanders desperately need, especially considering the secondary struggles this season. Let's take a moment to appreciate Johnson's career so far. He's accumulated over 150 tackles and has snagged 10 interceptions, earning himself 2 Pro Bowl nods along the way. His average PFF grade hovers around 89.8, which is outstanding for a cornerback, particularly one still in his prime. The Bears, currently sitting at a 9-4 record and with an $18 million cap hit, are looking to free up cap space, mainly to extend their wide receivers. So trading Johnson makes sense from their perspective. They're prioritizing offensive upgrades, and moving Johnson now could be a strategic move to rebuild their offense and add draft capital. On the other hand, the Commanders are sitting at a disappointing 3-10, with a secondary that's been anything but reliable, surrendering an average of 27.2 points per game to opponents. They're desperately in need of a lockdown corner to help contain top receivers, especially in the deep passing game. The addition of Johnson could be a real game changer. He's a player who, if acquired, could immediately upgrade the secondary, allowing the team to better contest long passes and significantly reduce the yards allowed per pass attempt, which currently stands at 7.2 yards. With Johnson's skills, the Commanders could project a boost of around 18% in EPA per pass, making their pass defense much more formidable. This move isn't just about plugging a hole in the secondary. It's about transforming the entire defense into a more aggressive, reliable unit. Johnson is known for his ability to get into the passing lanes with an average of +1. 8 passes defended per game this season, that's a huge number, and it directly correlates to a better third-down conversion rate for opposing offenses. His presence could elevate the Commanders' third-down stop percentage, which is currently around 40%, giving their defense a much-needed boost in crucial moments. Thinking ahead for the upcoming Super Bowl LX, odds currently range from +10.0 to +4.800. If the Commanders can pull off this trade and integrate Johnson effectively into their defense, they could become a dark horse contender, especially if they can build a cohesive unit that's capable of erasing opponents' passing games. Remember how Stephon Gilmore's trade to the Indianapolis Colts in 2021 led to a dramatic improvement in their secondary, preventing over 150 yards per game. The same kind of impact with Johnson could make the Commanders a true threat in the NFC. Imagine a backfield where Johnson projects to add around 4 additional interceptions over the course of the season, while also helping to reduce the yards allowed per pass from 7.2 to closer to 6.0. That's significant. His ability to elevate the team's pass defense would allow the Commanders to focus more on their pass rush and overall team scheme, knowing they have a shutdown corner who can handle the top receivers. This kind of upgrade could also help the team force more turnovers, which has been a critical missing piece for them this season. Now, the potential trade isn't just about what Johnson brings on the field. It's also a statement about the Commanders' intentions. They're clearly looking to build a more competitive defense, one that can stand tall against the best offenses in the league. With Johnson anchoring the secondary, the team can start weaving a more consistent and intimidating defensive tapestry, one that might even challenge the top-tier defenses in the league. The combination of his coverage ability, ball skills, and leadership could make him an instant cornerstone for the Commanders' future. Of course, all of this hinges on the deal getting finalized, but it's clear that both sides see the value in making it happen. The Bears are focusing on cap space and draft assets, while the Commanders are eager to add a proven, elite corner to their roster. If this trade goes through, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the offseason, setting the stage for the Commanders to make a real push in the NFC playoffs next year. The NFC East is already competitive, but with a shutdown corner like Johnson, the Commanders could tip the balance in their favor, creating matchups that favor their defense and giving their offense more opportunities to control the game. As fans, we all know how critical the secondary is in today's NFL. The league has evolved to favor explosive passing attacks, and having a player like Johnson could be the difference between a good defense and a truly elite one. The Commanders have a young, talented roster, and with a few strategic moves like this, they could be on the cusp of something special. The excitement is real, and if this trade materializes, it will definitely be a game changer not just for this season, but for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Commanders' defense could see a major transformation. Adding Johnson would immediately raise the level of competition in the secondary, giving the team a versatile ball-hawking corner who can handle the league's best receivers. His ability to force turnovers and reduce big plays would complement the team's existing pass rush and create a more balanced, fearsome defense. With the NFC East tightening up every year, having a lockdown corner like Johnson could be the missing piece that propels Washington into serious playoff contention and maybe even beyond. This move also signals the franchise's commitment to building a team that can contend now and in the future. The front office has shown willingness to make bold moves, and trading a first-round pick for a proven shutdown corner is exactly that. It's a gamble, of course, but one that could pay off handsomely if Johnson stays healthy and continues to perform at the elite level he's capable of. Plus, integrating him into the team culture and defense scheme could unlock even more of his potential, making him a cornerstone for the team's long-term success. And let's not forget, the fans are craving more wins, more exciting football, and a team that can stand tall against the best. With a fortified secondary, the Commanders could become a nightmare for offenses trying to stretch the field. The NFC East is already a battleground, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants all vying for supremacy. Adding a player like Johnson would make the Commanders a serious contender, forcing rivals to rethink their game plans and strategies. For the fans, this potential trade is more than just a roster move. It's a statement of intent. Washington is aiming to be a serious playoff team, someone that can challenge for the NFC crown. Johnson's leadership, experience, and shutdown ability could be the spark that ignites this defense and helps the Commanders finally reach that next level. And with the team's young core and this kind of veteran reinforcement, the future looks bright. So as we wait for official confirmation, the excitement continues to build. Washington Commanders fans, keep your fingers crossed and stay tuned, because if this deal happens, it will be one of the most talked about moves of the offseason. The NFC East is about to get even more interesting, and the Commanders could be at the forefront of that new wave of dominance. Get ready for some intense football, because the next chapter for Washington might just be about to begin with a new star in the secondary, Dail Johnson. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.